let's talk about The Boy and the Heron. This is quite possibly the last quote unquote Hayao Miyazaki movie that we're probably gonna get. I'm saying that very lightly because he's kind of went and come out of retirement a few times over the last decade or so. But having said that, this is another marvelous achievement in his book. My favorite Miyazaki movie has always been Spirited Away, and I like the world building, the characters, the imagery, the animation, and just the overall storytelling of just growing up. And to an extent, I believe that that's something that Miyazaki has captured again in this film. I will say that this movie does take its time to develop the characters, the setting. It doesn't go into the whimsical right away like so many of his other films do, where they kind of, after the first 30 minutes or so, we're in that world, we're living it, we're breathing it, we're off to a magical land. This one definitely takes its. It is definitely one of his more deliberately paced films. It really tries to create a mystique over the wonder that we're about to see. And when we finally get into that different realm, it finally does pay off. And I was just swept away from that point. The movie is definitely one of his darker movies as well. It definitely deals with death more so. It deals with moving on and the grieving process. And not only just that, but also deals with like the malice of the world and how kindness and generosity and positive outlooks can definitely change our worldview. The score is excellent. It really does capture this mysterious world. There's moments of mystery and intrigue throughout the musical score. And then when we finally get into the fantastic and we see these really great, amazing moments, it definitely shines. And the highlight of the film is obviously the animation. Like, this is a Hayao Miyazaki movie produced by Studio Ghibli. You are going to go in this movie expecting stellar animation, and we get that here. From character movements to the subtlety to the world building to the fantastical creatures that we see in this. It's just a very beautifully well personalized story. I will say that this movie does take a little while to get going, but once you're in it for the long haul, and it really delivers on something truly special towards the end. I wasn't tearing or crying or feeling very nostalgic as I do with other Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli films, but I was swept away by just the characters and them just dealing with grief and learning to cope, learning to grow, learning to accept the kindness that we have in the world, and that not everything has to be so bitter. He's done it again, and if this truly is Miyazaki's last film, it is one heck of a film to go out on. It's a stunning, beautifully told, well produced, gorgeously animated, and then the sound design and musical score are just bliss to the ears.